This week's quote was from Jacob. Where are you at, Jake? All right. The greatest accomplishment is not in never failing, but in rising again after you fail. That was by Vince Lombardi. Guys, this isn't going to be the typical, I believe in you, you need to believe in yourself. You need to keep working hard, you need to go as hard as you possibly can kind of speech. I've been saying it over and over. The coaches have been saying it over and over. And until you guys actually believe it, until we actually get it here, then it's not going to matter. Guys, we can't teach that. We can't coach that. All we can do is believe in you guys, and we do. And I mean that, all of us. You guys, when we're watching certain sporting events on TV, we always see a certain Bible scripture. Can anybody tell me what that is? John 3:16. For God so loved the world that He gave His one and only Son. You guys, that's the ultimate sacrifice. Giving up something that you love and something that you just cherish for the greater good. Whether it be sacrificing a late night with your friends to stay home and do homework, whether it be sacrificing a night going out with your friends and they're drinking or they're partying, they're doing drugs, you have to be responsible, and we have to make those kind of decisions. I'm not sure how, but life is all about sacrifice. And later on down the road, we're going to be rewarded for it. You guys, there's a story I saw. A guy was a train switch operator. He, every day, his son would come up to him at the end of his shift, and they would walk home together. Well, one day, the guy was hitting the button, and the switch wasn't working, and he knew there was a 500 train, a passenger train coming. He went down, and the only thing that he could do was go down and pull the lever so the train would switch rails and not derail, and it would stay on the right track. So he's down there holding this lever, and his boy shows up, and he goes into the box, and he's like, "Where's my dad?" He sees his dad down on the tracks. So the boy goes down there, and then at that exact moment, the passenger train's coming, and that dad has to make a decision. He has to decide to either let go of that lever and save his son, or hold the lever and save all the people on the train. He made that ultimate sacrifice. He watched his son perish right in front of him for the good of somebody else. Guys, that is the ultimate sacrifice. I want you to ask yourselves, what are you going to do? What are you going to sacrifice for the good of the cause? What are you going to do to help somebody else out? How are we going to forget about our own selfish wants and needs and focus on something good for somebody? Guys, this paper that I handed out to everybody, this guy, his name is Taylor Morris. He's 23 years old. He's an explosives detection expert with the United States Navy. His job is to go in before the Army Special Forces come in and clear out the IEDs, the improvised explosive devices. One day his metal detector failed, and he stepped on a bomb. That happened on May 3rd of 2012, and his life changed forever. In an interview after the blast occurred, he was quoted saying, "I remember flying and flipping through the air. I remember landing and realizing with horrible certainty that my limbs were gone." That is a perfect example of sacrifice for somebody else. So now this young man has no arms and no legs. What is he going to do with the rest of his life? How easy would it be to just sit back and say, "I quit, I'm done, this is not fair"? It would be very easy to just lay in a bed somewhere away from everybody and just forget about life and everything. But he didn't do that. And I would have to say, even though I've never met the guy, he is a fighter, he's a winner, he's a champion, and he is a hero. He sacrificed his own personal interest for the greater cause, and that greater cause is for us. We don't know this guy. He doesn't know us, but we are the greater cause because he is fighting for us. Mr. Morris also said, I'm feeling much, much better. I wouldn't say that anything has really changed in me or I have changed feelings about anything. Maybe I'm just getting more positive and realizing it is possible to have a better future than I originally thought. This man has no arms and legs, and he is saying, I have a better future than what I originally thought. That is some real adversity right there. He's not going to let that handicap hold him back to accomplish great things and go out and encourage other people. His wife, she makes a blog. She updates a status every month. So just this last month, he's driving a car with his prosthetic legs. The man did not quit. You guys, the reality of it all is the servicemen and the servicewomen, I'm sure they don't get enough credit, and especially with all the hardships and everything that's just going on in this country right now. We are truly, truly blessed to live in a country that we do. I, for one, I am blessed to be able to come up here and speak my heart and speak the truth to you guys. And you guys, these guys are sacrificing their lives every single day. Every day. They're not with their loved ones. They're not with their friends, their families. They're not in the confines, the comfortable of their own room, of their house. That is the ultimate sacrifice. What are we going to do? What are we going to sacrifice as a whole? We need to figure that out. Let's go rewrite history, guys.